Ooh, oh, wow. Ooh, this hurts. Ooh, rematerialization is not fun. Ooh, you see, I thought this would be a fun joke, you know. I spooky come in because it's right around Halloween, you know. I thought it would be better than getting possessed and throwing up my guts, but oh wow, this is very slow, not spooky, and it fucking hurts. Hey, fuckos, it's been a while. I'm Coont. Last year's been a long one, you know. I did that show the last year, and so, you know, I've been busy. Haven't been able to get a lot out, mainly because of procrastination. Now, believe it or not, it's actually been 2 years since Schadenfreude started. You know, that show that I fucking made? Yeah, it's been 2 years. Since you know, like a couple fucking days ago, because I'm procrastinating a lot. Plus, I got a lot of shit to do. Already had to delay it once. Totally not making this video just because it had to be delayed, so I wanted to get something fucking out. Hey, remember those fucking those gay songs I did? Yeah, those were "Don't Fuck Me, a Midget." That was content, you know? So what better way to celebrate 2 years and to get ready for season 2 than to talk shit on the first season and make you question why you would even want to watch a season 2. You know, better celebration would have been, you know, season 2 premiering on time, but you know, so sometimes you just can't do certain things. Where better to start though than episode 1? Let's just look this up real quick. Oh shit. Let's start with episode 2. Baby Gotta Pop is clearly a first attempt. The episode uses a lot of real pictures and absurdly minimal animation. And despite the fact that it's only like fucking 11 minutes, it somehow has really weird and bad pacing issues. Lily. It feels a lot longer than it should. Like, it's 11 minutes, but it feels like fucking 20. But then it also feels like 2 at the same fucking time.
7 fucking hours later.
I don't even know how you do that. Not to mention the plot points don't really connect all that well. Like, you got a conspiracy theory aspect. Then you got like a mythical aspect, and then you got like COVID. And none of it makes any sense together. The real saving grace of this episode is the jokes sprinkled throughout, because they're really shocking, I guess. So like they can get a one-time laugh, maybe twice, I don't know. Depends on who you are and how easy you are to fall to shock humor, I guess. Me, I'm incredibly susceptible to shock humor. But it throws all that away by having this handsome fuck behind a mask the whole time. 0 out of 10.
Episode 3.
Doggone, it begins strong by actually directly picking up from a joke that's at the end of episode 2.
No more baby scams. Next time, I'm just gonna dog.
And then it goes off track almost immediately by having really weird looking face designs and expressions for the characters. Not to mention somehow the dialogue got more stilted in episode 3, especially at the beginning. See? I told you getting a puppy was a good idea. Better than dealing with babies all day. Really, it just gives off the whole feeling that episode 3 is just less confident than episode 2, which is just bizarre. The comedy in this episode is significantly better with more intelligent jokes that have set up.
I later would find out my father would beat my mother when he got mad, which is why they got the divorce in the first place. But I never saw that side of him.
The fuck you mean you didn't see it? Are you defending him?
And can actually audibly make you laugh outside of just being shocking.
I love you, Dad.
Shut the fuck up, Ryan. Don't worry, there's still shock humor. The whole fucking show has shock humor. Not to mention the comedy's also better tied into the plot, which really helps to make the jokes more memorable in episode 3. I guess. I think it's actually the least memorable episode, but everyone else seems to like it. However, while this episode lacks the pacing issues and the lack of cohesion the last episode had, the plot still feels like it's missing like a huge chunk of shit, as if like someone didn't finish the episode, as if there was more scenes that were made but just never finished. The middle of the episode is definitely the highlight of the episode, since it uses a lot of clever techniques to tell its humor instead of just being, you know, But really, I mean, I just kind of find it boring, the whole episode. Like, all the positives of episode 3 really don't save it from the negatives. So, you know, dead dog out of 10.
Episode 4.
Very Homicidal Son is like the turning point for this show in two ways. In one way, it's like the first episode to actually use an animation software, because before it was using fucking Photoshop and to make the fucking designs, exporting them and then putting them into Vegas and moving them around. In this episode, they're actually drawn in Blender and edited around in Blender. So that is a pretty big turn for the series, but it's also where the show starts feeling like a fucking show instead of just a mess. Don't get me wrong, it is still a fucking mess of ideas, but now you can classify it as a show. It has officially surpassed 12 Ounce Mouse, which is the bare minimum of what a show can be. Fuck you, 12 Ounce Mouse. The episode opens with a simple yet effective SFM animation that ties into the plot and the theme of television. The jump to Blender helped drastically with the show, as it allowed for more poses and more elements to the scenes, and even allowed for their eyes to actually fucking look at each other, which was one of the most unsettling part about the early episodes. Don't worry though, if you liked it, it's still there. They're not always looking at where they're supposed to. The plot is also the best so far, which isn't saying much, but you know, it feels concise and it feels like most of the scenes, if not all, like matter to the narrative. Which you can't really say for all the other episodes. All 2 of them. Oh, fuck. This is the episode that finally actually did something with Ryan, who was just a character who was just abused and there before. Very, very directionless character up until that point. The biggest issue with this episode, ironically, is the fact that it is the first episode to be in Blender, because it has the most animation errors from it. This episode is fucked up. Like, cunt will be squished up. They'll be moving when they shouldn't be. It is a fucked up episode, is the easiest way to put it. These errors actually drag the episode pretty far down, because it's kind of hard to tell what the fuck is going on sometimes in the episode because of it. Like, it's overall most visually appealing, but it's also the most visually nauseating at the same time. So it really limits how good the episode could have been. Read a book out of 10.
Episode 5.
Cooking with Cunt is one of the best episodes of the entire show. Being the first one to actually have consistent, real backgrounds, and like generally just looking pretty good, not having too many animation errors, they're there.
Who the fuck is this asshole? And why is he screaming?
Oh yeah, this is totally great. They're pretty much all gone by the remastered version, which you can find, like, I don't fucking know, somewhere on the goddamn screen. YouTube changes shit all the time! The episode revolves around that handsome fuck making a talk show, and basically shenanigans happen from there.
And just always put them down no matter what they do!
But clearly it's all just the backdrop for the obvious adaptation of the My Little Pony fanfiction Cupcakes.
What's going on?
Yeah, it's very clearly inspired by Cupcakes.
Let's just...
The plot is set up to be an adaptation of Cupcakes. Where, fun fact, this is true, Pinkie Pie, the happy party pony thing, yeah, that thing, yeah, it fucking kills the gay one, and, cuts her guts up, mixes them into cupcakes, because apparently that's just how you fucking make cupcakes, I guess. You fucking gut a person. And obviously using cupcakes as an outline is why this plot feels the best and most satisfying out of the bunch. And nothing to do with just like actually good writing from an episode very much wanted to do for a long time. Now, with all that being said, despite it being like the best episode so far, and like definitely like probably second or first best of the whole show, it's the only one that feels like filler because it doesn't advance the plot in any way. It's just them kind of dicking around the whole episode. I mean, it's a comedy show, you don't really need to advance the plot, which is probably why this one's the best, because it didn't give a fuck. That being said, fanfic level out of 10. Episode 6. Caffeine-based psychosis is one of those episodes that everybody says they love, but they really only just love one scene, and the rest of the episode is kind of eh. This episode is just kind of a meandering mess.
You sure you got enough time for this?
Why are y'all talking like that?
That doesn't really follow through on any of its goals that it set up at the beginning.
Jesus, this place never ends. Why did he make it so big if nobody's even here other than the shop owners?
It just kind of like it goes through the motions for most of the episode. It just kind of it felt lazy. It felt like it had one idea. Okay, we need to talk about Ryan. We can't let him go around casually stabbing everyone like this. And then halfway through, they wanted to do a different idea.
So, tell me what's bothering you all.
That like was more plot related and didn't really mesh well with the original, but they just kind of, squeezed it until it works, I fucking guess. But it really lets the more creative aspects of the episode fall through the cracks rather than, shine where they should be, making the episode overall more memorable. But, it has that one scene where Ryan fucking puts on a goddamn coffee maker and starts spraying Russians in the face with coffee. So, people love it, I guess. That scene is straight up the only reason anyone likes this episode. Like, it's kind of a mess. I'm pretty sure it doesn't even have that many fucking views. It's either episode 6 doesn't have that many views, or episode 4, or both. I don't fucking know. They're both just not very well liked in the fan base that exists, I guess. I don't know. You bastards watch like a couple of the episodes a lot, but then the others just... Is there a fan base? I don't think so. Is anyone watching this? Episode 7. A Very Rainbow Christmas is the highlight of season 1. It is, like, again, it's kind of either this or episode 5. This one's overall a better episode, though. It has the most animation in the season. The writing is the peak of the series. And built this super cool filming house, and now I've got all this shit and you've got nothing, so fuck you, you stupid piece of shit. The pacing's top notch. My god, this shit is terrible. The sound mixing is the best it's been. It kills off Ryan. I mean, what more could you fucking want? The episode revolves around the reintroduction of the creator's old character, Rainbow Chris, after like who the fuck cares how long. The show implies that it's set after the original show that character is from, which is kind of stupid given the fact that like you cannot watch it anymore. It's gone. It's been erased from existence. So like who the fuck is this for? I guess it holds up on its own. Maybe, I don't know, maybe there's a shitload of references I just haven't fucking gotten this whole time. With no way of experiencing the old show, it really puts into question how many of the jokes are just flying over new fans' heads. Fans. Let's not get carried away. Overall, episode 7 does prove the show has something going for it, at least. Especially now that Ryan's dead. Forever. 7 out of 10. So that was Schadenfreude season 1. A fucking mediocre product made by a nobody. Now, with season 2 on its way, and it not having, like, several month-long hiatuses between episodes, it's to be seen if the creator can fucking succeed in making season 2 actually something, or if this will just be another, garbage show that nobody fucking watches. So far, it's succeeding in the latter. So, you may be wondering, what do I rate season 1 as a whole? Well, 10 out of 10! Fuck you, it's my show, you pussies! And since this is the only real review of the show, that means the show's got the fucking highest review ever. Give me my 100% Rotten Tomato right fucking now!